Right now in eFootball 2026, players like Mbappé, Rummenigge, and Eto'o are giving defenders nightmares. They're just too fast. But here's the good news. With the right training, skills, and defensive strategy, you can actually survive against them. The first mistake most players make is relying on slow defenders. Let's be real for a second. You can't stop Mbappé or Eto'o with a slow 70-speed center-back. It's just not happening. Speed and acceleration matter a lot in this game. But that doesn't mean you need only pace. What you really need is the right balance between defensive awareness, engagement, and acceleration, not just raw sprint speed. That's what makes a defender feel sticky against fast strikers. First, you have to choose the right formation. I recommend using a setup with 2 defensive midfielders and 4 defenders, with a combination of a build-up and a destroyer in the middle, and defensive fullbacks on the sides. Recently, I uploaded a video on my 3-2-2-3 formation, which works amazingly well. But I'll be honest, it struggles against managers like Capello, because these days everyone is spamming his lofted balls. That's why you must also train your defenders accordingly. So let's train our defenders manually. Make sure their defensive awareness and engagement are above 93, and keep physical contact higher than 85. When it comes to speed, don't just max it out. Focus more on acceleration than raw speed. At least 80+ acceleration is a must. For example, if your defender has 90 speed with 75 to 80 acceleration, lower the speed slightly to around 85 to 87 and push the rest into acceleration. The higher the acceleration, the quicker your defender reacts to sprints and sharp movements. So my overall suggestion is, aim for 80+ speed and acceleration, while keeping defensive awareness and engagement around 93 to 95, and physical contact above 85. This balance makes your backline much harder to break through. Your midfield is just as important as your backline. Running 2 DMFs is a must. You can go anchorman plus box-to-box, or destroyer plus orchestrator. Both combos work really well. And just like defenders, your DMFs need the right training. Aim for 90+ defensive stats, 85+ physical contact, and at least 80+ speed and acceleration. One more thing. Apart from your anchorman or destroyer, your second DMF should always have 85+ speed and acceleration, and also give a deep line individual instruction to him. This makes sure your midfield can keep up with those fast attackers before they even reach your backline. Now let's talk about skills for your midfielders and defenders, because trust me, these make a huge difference in how your team reacts to fast attackers. I'll put the list on screen right now, so make sure your players have these. If your midfielders and defenders are missing even 1 or 2 of these, you'll definitely feel the weakness in tough matches. Alright, now let's move into playstyle and overall defensive strategy, because even if you've built the perfect defenders and midfielders, without the right approach, fast strikers will still punish you. First, avoid using a high defensive line. I strongly suggest playing with long ball counter. It's the most reliable playstyle right now, both in attack and defense. Second, let your 2 DMFs do most of the pressing. Don't rush your center backs forward unless it's absolutely necessary. The moment you drag your CBs out of position, it's game over. A fast striker will instantly exploit the space and go for goal. And here's a pro tip. If the striker does get past you and your CB is chasing him, just go for the slide tackle. Do not overthink it. Since your defenders are trained with high tackling stats, there's a very low chance of committing a foul. This is one of the best ways to shut down pace abusers. Next, do not use assisted cursor type. It's just useless right now. Instead, use either manual or semi-assisted defending. These 2 are the best. Finally, always focus on cutting passing lanes instead of blindly chasing the striker. If you position your DMFs correctly, you can stop the ball from even reaching the attacker in the first place. So that is how you deal with fast strikers like Mbappé, Rummenigge, and Eto'o in eFootball 2026. Build smart defenders, balance your midfield, and stick to the right strategy. And suddenly those pace-abusing strikers won't look so scary anymore. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which striker gives you the most trouble. I'll be replying to as many as I can. And most importantly, I want to thank every single one of you for the incredible support. We've just reached 1,000 subs, and it honestly means the world to me. I hope you'll keep supporting the channel as we grow even more together. If you're new here, consider subscribing, because I'll be dropping more crazy eFootball tips and tricks every single week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.